Thank you for joining me today. Hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to get on here real quick and share an experience that I had, my wife and I had last week. And also, I am, I was wanting to clear up a little bit of information that I put out on a forum that is for our neighborhood. So, anyway, before I get started, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you do subscribe and hit the like button and the bell notification button. All that good stuff definitely helps me. I do plan on putting more information out, or rather more content, so keep an eye out for it. Now, last week, August 29th, my wife and I saw this. Now, initially she saw it by herself. She started calling me and then had to come and basically drag me outside by the ear because I was kind of, just doing some other stuff. But we saw this helicopter flying around over our neighborhood, basically flying in circles. Now, we live next to a lake, and this actually, we live more kind of on the north side of our neighborhood. Well, actually, more kind of north central, but either way, this helicopter was flying, almost directly over our house, just a little bit north of us. Now, if you go far enough north, which is probably about a quarter mile or so, is where you will find the lake. We live by a lake. So, apparently, on this day, there was a drowning in the lake near to our neighborhood. Now, I did look that up, and it seemed like it might have been somewhat close. I'm not sure exactly where it happened, but the weird thing is that the helicopter was not flying over the water. It was flying over the neighborhood. I don't know what was going on. It's just, I make mention of this because it's never happened before. Also, the helicopter is totally white. Usually, I found reveal too much. I found this, but what I'm seeing is that now this helicopter is essentially the same model, just it has art on it. Now, the one that was hovering or flying over our neighborhood, obviously it just looks like it's completely white. It could be that underneath here is kind of a greenish color, but it could just be the shadow. But either way, it doesn't have anything on the sides, which is a little bit strange. Once I posted this information on our forum, someone did say, besides the fact that someone drowned, this other person said that he was a pilot. He looked up any flights that would have been going on, especially, namely this helicopter. He said he couldn't find anything, and it could have been just that I got the tail number wrong. Now, initially, I thought it was 1199 TV, but as you can see, it looks more like N99 TV, right? This is most likely an N. I thought it was 11. Either way, my camera did not pick it up very well probably because it was really hot. But either way, I think I got that straightened out. So if you are looking at this, I believe it's N99 TV. So anyway, the high point of all of this, the reason for this video is, besides that, for some strange reason, our forum wouldn't allow me to upload the pictures, which I found very strange as well, but hey, neither here nor there. Getting to the topic, or rather the highlight of it. On the 31st of last week, of August, my wife and I were walking through the neighborhood, like we do on many occasions when we have time. So I'm looking down at my feet, which, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I look up, but, when I'm thinking, I just kind of look down. Anyway, as I'm looking down, my wife says, "Hey, what is that?" So I look up. I see this black triangular shape in the sky. Now, initially, it just did not hit me. It didn't register. I'm just looking at something flying across the sky. It was completely silent. I couldn't see any lights, and it initially when I saw it, when I saw it, it was not. It was just really flying straight, wings level, or I mean, it didn't have wings, but it was really kind of flying level and straight. And then as it got over or got past, you know, like from in front of us, it was seeming as if it was kind of rolling a little bit, not a full roll, just kind of dipping the wings and then yawing a little bit. It almost looked like it was looking for something, but it was moving around like a central point, in the craft. Now, it took me a little bit to kind of just, have this register. I'm like, this is a black triangle. Now I've researched the whole TR-3B thing and all of that stuff, and there are tons of other sightings that have happened here recently. This isn't my first. This isn't our first. I've seen multiples of UFOs, so it's not new. But having a sighting this close, because this thing was probably about between 500 and like 700 feet up. It was very, very clear. Like I had a very good look at it. I just didn't have my phone, and I'm still kicking myself. But yeah, this thing, it looked like it had like these pods on it. It was like grayish black, and yeah, it was the most surreal thing that's happened to me in a while. Like, you don't expect to see a UFO, or now, and I say UFO, it is technically an unidentified flying object, but I got the impression that it was man-made. It just had that look to it. Now, I found a picture, as you got a sneak peek of. It looked very much like this, like the silhouette. Now, when you're looking at something just black in the sky, and the way the sun was really low, it's probably like between 8:15 and 8:30 in the evening. Now here in Texas, we get quite a lot of light. I mean, especially around this time, it's still a little bit bright later on. So now, what's funny is that now, at the same time, it's almost completely dark. But just last week, it was still fairly bright. Like I didn't, you didn't need any, anything. It was plenty of sunlight out, so we could see it. But the thing wasn't really reflecting light. You could see it being illuminated by the sun in certain spots, but it just, because of the movement and several little things, it was very difficult to kind of exactly make out what it looked like. But it did have a triangular shape, and just as it got past us and got a little bit further down, it really looked very much like this. Now, it did get to the northwest side of our neighborhood, and it just stopped there. It hovered for probably about 2 or 3 minutes, long enough for my wife and I to run around this kind of group of houses that are kind of the closest to the lake. And as we were coming around, I ended up and stopping and talking to someone that was out, this guy that was out watering his lawn, and I asked him if he saw anything, and he was actually being kind of like, well, maybe it was one of those fan aircraft. I'm like, dude, no. I was like, look, he was really kind of suggesting that maybe I was just mistaken. I'm like, look, dude, I'm ex-Air Force. I was an aircraft mechanic. I know how planes and helicopters, I know how they move. There were no balloons. There were no, no canopies or anything like that. What this was completely unconventional. But anyway, because of that stopover, I didn't get to see, me personally, I didn't get to see the craft take off. My wife said that she saw it shoot off towards the south. So, yeah, I don't know how fast it was moving. She said that it shot off faster than when it came in. But it's just really strange. And I'm trying to think of any other details. That was yeah, that was really about it. Um, so, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you, if you can, make sure you guys keep your eyes open. I mean, we are in the time of possible, I guess, disclosure, or at the very least, increased UFO activity, or whatever you might want, UAP, whatever you might want to call it. But keep your eyes open. There's some strange things going on, and I think it's going to be up to us to really share it with each other. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. Anyway, guys, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the post notification button. I really appreciate it. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and God